Do you have one of those recipes that you have been making for so many years, but you have no idea where you got it? That's what I'm sharing with you today. This recipe is for a bundt cake made with Southern Comfort. I have been making it for about 40 years, and it is a family favorite. Hi, my name's Nancy. Welcome back to Nancy's Homestyle Kitchen, where I share how to cook real food with simple ingredients and no pressure to be perfect. Here are the ingredients for the cake. You'll need 1 box of yellow cake mix, a small box of vanilla instant pudding, 1/2 cup of chopped toasted pecans, 4 eggs, 1/2 cup of avocado oil, 1/2 cup of water, and the star of the show, 1/2 cup of Southern Comfort whiskey. This cake is very, very simple to make. So just take your box of yellow cake mix and dump it into a stand mixer. You have the small box of vanilla instant pudding. I think it says 3.4 ounces. Want to dump that in there. I have 4 eggs already cracked into a bowl. I like these type of recipes, you just dump it all in. 1/2 cup of avocado oil. You could use canola oil or vegetable oil. 1/2 cup of water. And 1/2 cup of Southern Comfort. So I sent my husband to the store to pick up some Southern Comfort, and I asked him to buy 3 bottles, but actually 2 of these bottles equals 1/2 cup. So we have an extra one. These were only like $2 a piece, so very affordable, and it just makes this cake nice and boozy. So let me move these out of the way so you can see what's going on here. I am going to put on my whisk attachment, and we're gonna go ahead and mix this up. If you don't have a stand mixer, you can use the hand mixer with the beaters, and that'll work just as well. So we'll go ahead and get it mixed up, and then right towards the end, in the last couple seconds, we'll go ahead and add the chopped pecans. Okay, those are nicely incorporated, but what I'm gonna do is take my little spatula here and scrape down the bowl. I wanna make sure there are no dry pockets of cake mix or pudding anywhere in the bowl. So I'm gonna give it a scrape. You can smell the Southern Comfort. I think Southern Comfort is kind of a sweeter whiskey. It's really good in a cake. And it kind of reminds me of, this would be kind of like a rum cake. But the whiskey just is a nice change. Okay. So if you really want to get technical, 2 of these is just a hair under 1/2 cup, but I didn't feel like opening another bottle just to bring it up, and I think it's going to be boozy enough, and there's already enough liquid in the cake mix, it doesn't matter. Okay, let's add in the pecans. Again, I toasted these, so as I was preheating my oven to 325 degrees and getting everything out to make the cake, I just threw these on a sheet pan and threw them in the oven for 5 to 7 minutes. You have to watch it because pecans can over toast really, really quick. That is it. Really, really quick to put this together. Before we add the batter to the bundt pan, we have to oil and flour it. Now you could either butter it and then dust it with some flour. You could do a spray oil and dust with flour, but I like this Baker's Joy. It is really easy, and you just kind of just spray it in there. And bundt cakes can have a tendency to stick. So you want to make sure you get it really well coated. Okay, when I toasted my pecans, I saved out 8 of the best looking toasted pecans, and I'm just gonna lay them down in the well of the bundt pan. It's gonna serve as a little decoration. So this is totally optional. I'm just being a little OCD here, but I thought it would look cute, so that's how we've been doing it. Now we just need to pour in the batter and just go slow at the beginning so you don't disturb and move around the pecans that you just set in the bottom so precisely. Once you get this first layer, the pecans won't move, but you just kind of got to get them kind of glued in there. Okay, then just evenly pour this all around. And be sure you have a really good silicone spatula because you want to get all of that cake mix. You don't want to leave any of this batter behind. And then just go through and give it a turn and just make sure it is pretty even in the pan. When you pour it in there, it spreads out evenly, pretty much on its own. Okay, that is it. Super quick. We're gonna go ahead and put this into the oven. Preheated to 325 degrees. I'm gonna bake it for an hour or until a toothpick inserted into the cake comes out clean. Then I'll let it cool for a few minutes. While it's baking, we'll go ahead and make the glaze. I tested the cake at 55 minutes and it was done, so I went ahead and took it out. It's been sitting here for about 10 minutes. So what I want to do is take a wire rack and invert the cake. Hopefully not spilling it everywhere. Oh my gosh. Okay, ready? Perfect. Okay, I'm gonna let this sit here. I'm gonna go back to the stove and I'm gonna show you how we make a quick glaze that we will be putting on the cake. To make the glaze in my saucepan, I have a 1/4 cup of salted butter. And I'm gonna just turn this on high heat. To that, I'm gonna add 1/2 cup of granulated sugar. I have 2 tablespoons of water. And finally, a 1/4 cup of orange juice. So I'm just gonna keep stirring this, bring it to a boil, and then I'm gonna boil it for about 5 minutes until it gets thick. The glaze is ready to go. This has cooled a bit more out of the pan while we were back on the stove making the glaze. So now, I know it seems weird, we're gonna go ahead and put the cake back in the pan. And then you can use a chopstick or a wooden skewer if you have one. And you just wanna go through and poke holes all over the cake. This is the vessel that all that thick glaze that we just made is gonna go down and seep into the cake. Okay, that is enough holes. And then all we need to do is take our orange juice, butter, and sugar glaze and pour it kind of evenly all over the top of the cake. And by the cake remaining in the bundt pan, it's gonna help trap all of this glaze, and then the cake can soak it up from both the top and the bottom. Now that we have the glaze all incorporated back into the cake, we're gonna go ahead and let this cool completely. And when we come back, we'll cut into it and see what it looks like. Our cake has cooled. I went ahead and dusted it with some powdered sugar for a finishing touch. And now it's time to give it a try. You can see the little channel of the glaze that went down into the cake. You can see the nuts on the outside, and I like the bottom because this is where we put all of that yummy glaze. Now I know why I've been making this for so long. It has the right amount of sweetness. You can taste the whiskey. It's very subtle. You get this kind of boozy kind of notes to it, but the toasted pecans really come through. The subtleness of the orange juice. It's just a winner of a cake, and I really think you all should give it a try. Anyway, if you like this type of content, please hit that like button. Consider subscribing. Thank you so much for being here, and I will be back next week with another recipe from my kitchen.